right, I got to ask the question. I'm Stephanie Oden, host of the Quiet Impact podcast, where I have a space for empowering quiet achievers and introverted leaders. My goal is to help you on your journey to more success on your terms. I got a question for you. Are you playing to win or are you playing not to lose? And there's a big difference. And you may think, oh, I'm successful. I'm definitely playing to win. That might not be the case. I'm going to share some insights with you today that will help you decide if you're playing to win or you're playing not to lose. And then also give you some decisive actions that you can take if you want to be one that is playing to win, so that you can step confidently and even more authentically into the leader that you are. Let's do it. Welcome to the Quiet Impact Podcast, where we nurture the journey of introverts who desire to achieve greater levels of influence, income, and impact. The go-to podcast for introvert achievers just like you, seeking purpose-driven growth. I am your host, Stephanie Oden. Have you ever desired to have a mentor whisper success secrets into your ear? One with firsthand experience as a six-figure corporate leader, expertise in entrepreneurship, and is an introvert? Tune into each episode where we will provide valuable insights into how introverts can effectively navigate life with full-time jobs, pursue career success, and delve into entrepreneurship. We will explore various business and career topics related to self-discovery, achieving success, and finding joy in the journey. My guest and I share real-life experiences, strategies, tools, and resources that will encourage personal and professional growth, self-empowerment, and living an authentic, purposeful life. Let's get into today's episode. We're not shy, timid, or needing to be fixed. We are an introvert, and that is our superpower. Introverted AF. There is a saying, are you playing to win? And it sounds super sexy. It sounds super sexy when you get in the room and it's a rah-rah. I'm playing to win. I'm playing to win. But there's something subconsciously that you might not be telling the truth. And there may be areas where you're actually playing not to lose, even if you're successful. This was me. And I'm sharing from my story because my goal is to empower you and inspire you and have you take a look at areas in your life. And maybe you are playing to win. And maybe this message isn't for you. But this message is for you to at least listen to and decide unequivocally, I am playing to win. I'm no longer playing to lose in any area of my life. My story. I was the leader of a growing team. I was in the top 1% of my network marketing company, and I realized I was playing not to lose. How could this be? How could you be in the top 1%? How could I be successful if I was not playing to win? Well, when I decided to build a business, like many, I didn't understand the true income potential in my hands. And I finally got it. I got a drink of that leadership rank juice. I got a good understanding of the residual income possible. And I was going to the top of the company. Again, this was an old version of me. There's so much growth that has happened since then. But it's part of my story. And it's part of what has made me who I am. I was going to the top. Here's where the train started getting off track. If they would do what they were supposed to do, then I could. And I'm especially sharing it for those of you who are building a network marketing team, who are stepping off into leadership for the first time. I really want you to pay attention so you don't repeat the mistakes that I did, at least not in the same way. You find your own, but you don't have to do mine. You can learn. Stove is hot. Don't touch stove. If they would do what they were supposed to, then I could. So in this episode, I'm going to give you 3 insights from my journey, from my direct sales career, and the audibles I call that changed the game for me when it came to me being a network marketing professional. And just before you tune out and think, well, this doesn't apply to me because I'm not building a side hustle, I'm just not doing that. Oh, but it does. Listen in and you'll see what play I called, and you'll also see how it helped me to become a better leader and possibly empower you to be a better leader as well. So what's an audible? I am, if you haven't figured it out, if you haven't caught it from any other episodes, I am a football girl. I like football. That is my sport. If there was a season and that I could pick to be year round, it would be football. I marched in the band because I couldn't play football. Football girl. So an audible is what the quarterback calls when he changes the play on the field. And so here are some audibles that I called when I realized I was playing not to lose. One of the insights I recognized that I was playing not to lose because I looked like this over the top cheerleader. If I could motivate them enough, then I wouldn't lose the rank. And because I didn't know any other way, I thought the way to keep the rank was begging, leader nagging, upline whining. I had set up my leaders, my brand partners, and my customers as my center of support. Remember, I said if only they would, then I could. Audible, immediately, out of the gate, play to win. Be my own center of support. I am grounded in faith. I own my efforts. I own my mindset. I am coachable. I own my actions, not my up support, not my customers, not the one side to me, and not even the strategic alliance that I had with the company I represented. I choose to be my own center of support because one thing about it, wherever you lay that support, you rise and fall with that support. But then you can fall into victim mentality of, oh my, I would have if they did. No, first audible, play to win, choose to be your own center of support. Now, insight number 2, playing not to lose, I found myself either being a corporate micromanager. That's going to come back. Just stay with it. You'll hear that again. Or acting like a mother hen. Now, with a direct sales or network marketing, each person is their own being. They're all independent consultants. But my focus, because, hey, I thought I knew all the things, but only knew what was true for me. And everybody has to find their way. They can take the framework, but they have to find their way. But I found myself wanting to make little mini me's, reminding them that they needed to get out of their comfort zone and all under this umbrella of duplication. Duplication is not doing exactly what I do. Duplication is looking at the framework of what I've been doing that's been successful and seeing what works for you because, again, you're independent. Okay? Here's the audible. Inspire them so that they believe in themselves. They're encouraged to get the things that they need to be successful while encouraging them in their unique gifting. We all have different levels of gifts. We all have different ways that comes out. We all have different ways as to why we chose what we chose. And that's where I found the most success when I call audible number 2. It's me listening with them in mind. It's me seeing them. It's me loving them. It's genuine care and concern for those that I'm honored to serve. That's why I started a business. I believed, and I still do, that what I offer makes a difference in people's lives. My goal is to inspire them to be the best version of themselves. There does not, there does not need to be another me. One is quite enough. All you have to do is ask the mister, and he'll tell you one is quite enough. Thank you. I learned that true duplication for me in the business is love, serve, equip, repeat. That's duplication. Here's the third insight. Now, this one applies more towards being in a business, maybe affiliate marketing or network marketing or referral marketing. It applies more to that than the corporate position, but it also applies to the corporate position as well. And I'll make that analogy for you here after I share the insight. So, insight three, I believe everyone wanted to pursue earning huge amounts of money in residual income. Well, why wouldn't they? The playing to lose move is treating everybody the same. Presume and don't ask. It's easier. Of course they do. If you think about the corporate environment, I also had to make a similar decision. Not everybody wants to rise to the top to be the super duper manager. Some want to serve powerfully in the position that they're in, that they're experts and they know their skill and they're adding tremendous value. And not being able to be seen as that unique person that they are is devaluing to them. The audible that I call, I decide to be all in. They decide for themselves. That's playing to win. Now, will I be in even if a leader leaves the company or changes their mind about the business? Or if a customer orders only one time? Yes. I have decided to be all in. This business, the direct sales, the network marketing, the business of being a leader is a game of changing one life at a time. However, not one customer, one business builder, one sale is going to magically catapult you to the top of any of the leadership ranks. And with my direct sales, I had to understand and allow customers that enjoy being customers to enjoy being customers. For members that wanted to earn enough to pay for the products that they ordered, let them, help them. Remember, I said equip them and leave the door open if they wanted more. And for my leaders that get the vision and want to join alongside me to be professionals in the industry, I embrace them and I equip them. Now, some of this you've been, back and forth, and you may think, okay, yeah, I kind of get that, especially that last part where, I was saying, talking about the business, talking about customers being customers, and you're thinking, okay, yeah, I'm tuning out. I need you to come back. Because you may say, well, Stephanie, I don't have a network marketing team. I got you. Don't worry, right? Because you see, how we do anything is usually how we do everything. Playing not to lose as a new boss early in my leadership journey, right out of the promotion pot. This is me, and I'm sharing almost embarrassingly, but not regrettably, because it's a part of how I've evolved. I remember very distinctly sitting in a group meeting. Now, don't judge me. I'm not like this now. I evolved, okay? I sat in a group meeting and I said that their job was to make sure that I looked good. I don't know what in the Sam Dickens made me say that other than playing not to lose. Like playing to win sometimes gives a
a level of vulnerability, and playing not to lose is a way to keep safe and not show vulnerability. I look back at that now, I'm like, what in the bleep was I thinking? But that was how I learned to be a boss. That was what was around me. There weren't a lot of women in leadership roles at that time. And so that's what I thought you're supposed to do, because that's what I thought. Moving on. Don't judge me. Playing not to lose, but playing to win is different. The other one that I mentioned already, I was micromanaging so tightly that it really was it was strangling my team. It was suffocating their creativity. It was impacting their ability to be autonomous, and their growth as emerging leaders was stifled. And that was the opposite of what I really wanted to do in my heart of hearts. And not only that, it was stressful because they couldn't make decisions because I set them up to not be comfortable with their decisions. So they brought all the decisions to me, dumped them right in front of me for me to solve like I asked for. And I wondered why my immune system, my sleep, and my digestive system was all jacked up. These were some of the lessons that I learned when it came to playing to win versus playing not to lose. And I go back and I sum it up for you is, you know, be your own center of support. Decide to be all in, lead yourself, and inspire others. And even though you are your own center of support, I cannot speak highly enough about working with a coach. Can you get there to where you want to go and doing the things you want to do without a coach? Sure, it's going to take longer. I encourage you to work with a coach. Maybe it's not me, but find a coach that you connect with and be coachable, right? Don't jump from coach to coach and say, well, that coach was sucky. No, you have to be coachable too. As you work with a coach, it accelerates and highlights these blind spots, playing to win versus playing not to lose. And it accelerates your growth and your movement through those so that you can get the results that you want. I've shared with you the 3 lessons, the 3 insights, the 3 audibles that I called on my journey, and some of the shifts that I had to make as I play to win. Now, if you found yourself, you can only answer this. I can't answer it for you. Your subconscious is going to tell the truth. Just sit with it for a minute. And it'll come up to you some areas that you're playing to lose if you are. And if you found yourself playing from the sidelines and you're actually in the game, you're playing to lose. Call an audible. You can put yourself in the game and decide to play to win. Thank you for joining me on this episode of the Quiet Impact Podcast. It has been a pleasure, and I hope that you enjoyed today's insights as I encourage you to call your own audible and put yourself intentionally and unapologetically in the game and play to win. Remember to visit my website and you can download your free copy of the Success Pillars for Quiet Achievers for immediate strategies that you can apply to help you navigate and continue on your journey. Join us next week when we will share another strategy to help you enhance your leadership effectiveness with practical habits for daily success. Thank you for watching, listening, subscribing, and hey, if you got value, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with a friend.